Tender-Ray Beef. No other beef so fresh can be so tender. Presents Hearts in Harmony, transcribed. K is for Kroger. C is for cut. B is for beef. KCB means Kroger cut beef. And Kroger cut beef means more meat for your money. Yes, friends, Kroger cut beef gives you more meat, less waste. And here's why. Before the meat is weighed and priced, the Kroger method of cutting beef removes excess bone, excess waste, and stringy ends. Remember, that's before the meat is weighed and priced. And it's the very top U.S. government grades of beef that's tender, juicy, rich red, and marbled with just the right amount of flavory fat. So you see, you get a better value in top-grade beef. Now, to give you an example, let's take a Kroger cut rib roast. Before the roast is weighed and priced, the Kroger method of cutting beef removes the short rib end, the waist, and trims the chine bone. You don't pay roast price for the short rib end and waist. And no matter whether you buy a Kroger cut steak or roast, you receive more meat, less waste. So don't forget, that's at your Kroger store. See for yourself by visiting your neighborhood Kroger store soon. Make it a rule to buy Kroger cut beef and get more meat for your money. And now, Hearts in Harmony. Her mind occupied with church work and looking forward to a part-time job with Frank Carter, young Rossville lawyer, Penny Gibbs has set aside the dark thoughts of the past and is at least outwardly happy. This morning she sits in the backyard relaxing while little Julie Martin plays with her dolls. Julie says,
Henrietta Geraldine, you sit still like a good girl, or I'll send you to bed tonight without any supper. Won't I, Aunt Penny?
Oh, Julie, you think that'd be good for her?
But she's naughty. She fell on top of Grace.
Well, if she's naughty, you should punish her some other way. Don't allow her to have candy today or something like that, but you shouldn't take her food away from her.
I guess that's right. But she likes candy so much. I hate to be that mean to her.
Well, if that's the case, then you'll have to think of something else.
But what?
Oh, golly, I don't know.
I do.
What, darling?
I know what. I'll forgive her if she says she's sorry.
If she says she's sorry and promises never to do it again. That's a good idea.
Henrietta Geraldine, will you promise to be a good girl and never fall on Grace again? All right, then. I forgive
Oh,
you.
Julie.
That's much better than punishing anyone, isn't it, Aunt Penny?
Yes, darling, it's much better. Especially for such a little offense. No, I don't think she meant to fall on your other doll anyway.
No. I guess she just wasn't thinking, was she?
Yeah, that probably was the cause of the trouble.
You feel a lot better now, don't you, Henrietta Geraldine? Don't you, huh? Well, I do, too. Aunt Penny,
Yes, Julie?
when are we going to Uncle Freddie's farm again?
Oh, maybe over the weekend.
When is that?
In a day or two. Now, let's see. This is Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Then comes Saturday and Sunday. The weekend.
Oh. Will we see eggs the way Uncle Freddie promised?
If we go out early enough.
I'd like to see the eggs. Are they in a box, Aunt Penny?
No, darling, they're in the hen's nest.
Oh. Aunt Penny, why have you been so sad?
Oh, I just haven't been feeling too well, darling.
Where did you hurt?
No place especially. I just wasn't well. Oh, I guess I was a little bit tired, Julie.
I'm sad when I get sick, too. Then I can't go out and play. But you don't go out and play. Why were you sad because you were sick?
Well, that's a little hard to explain, darling.
You mean I'm too little?
In a way, that's what I mean. But even if you were grown up, I think I'd have a hard time explaining it.
I heard Aunt Grace say it was a tragedy. That's why you were sad.
Darling, you mean a tragedy?
Yes, a tragedy.
Yes, it was, darling. But it's all over now. And it isn't a tragedy anymore. Oh, Julie, would you mind if we didn't talk about it?
I ask too many questions, don't I?
Oh, no, honey, it isn't that. It's just that...
I'll go away, Aunt Penny. I won't bother you anymore.
No.
I'm always in the way.
Julie, don't go away, darling. Please come back.
I'm always doing bad things, and nobody wants me to be with
Oh,
you.
Julie, don't make me come after you like this.
I didn't mean to bother you, Aunt Penny. Honest, I didn't mean to bother you.
You weren't bothering me a bit, Julie. Truly you weren't. Oh, darling, you have to believe me. I love you very much. And didn't I come out in the yard especially to be with you?
Yes. But I was bad.
No, you weren't, darling. I was bad. See, Julie, I should have answered your questions, only they're kind of hard to answer. And, well, I guess I just don't know how to answer them right now. That's what I meant when I said let's not talk about it anymore. Will you believe me?
Yes, Aunt Penny.
And, will you forgive me for being bad?
You weren't bad. I just did it all wrong.
Well, let's forgive each other then. How about that?
Uh-huh.
That's a good girl. Now, let's go back and play with your dolls.
If you want to.
Yes, I want to. Come on. We don't want your dolls to see us not getting along. It'll set them a bad example. And we don't want to do that, do we?
No. Because then they'll grow up to be bad, too. Aunt Penny?
Mm-hmm.
Why do some people grow up to be bad?
Oh, no one's really all bad, Julie.
Some people are.
No, darling. There's good and bad in everybody. Only some people are more good than bad, and some people are more bad than good.
What am I?
So far, you're all good. Except maybe with just enough bad in you to make you a perfectly normal little girl.
You're not bad at all.
I'm not perfect, Julie.
I think you are.
Oh, hello, Johnny.
Hello, Uncle Johnny.
Well, how are you this morning, Julie? And how are those children of yours?
Henrietta Geraldine was bad, but I forgave her because she didn't mean to be bad.
Well, good. I think you did the right thing. How's everything, Penny?
Oh, just fine. Got a job yesterday.
Yeah. So Jed was telling me. In a law office, I hear.
Mm-hmm. I suppose you know the man I'm looking for.
No, I don't, but I've heard of him.
Aunt Penny, may I take Grace and Henrietta Geraldine into the front yard and play under the umbrella tree?
Of course you can, Julie. Only you won't go out of the yard, will you?
No, Aunt Penny, I won't.
Bye, Julie.
Bye, Uncle Johnny. Now, you be a good girl, Henrietta Geraldine. I might not forgive you the next
golly. I feel so sorry for her.
So do I.
I think she feels unwanted sometimes.
By the way, you haven't heard a word from her mother yet, huh?
No, I doubt if I ever will.
Gosh, I can't understand it. There are a lot of things wrong with Peg Morton, but certainly she had the right amount of mother love.
She may have had reasons for deserting Julie that we don't know about. Yeah, there's always a reason for people doing what they do.
You never fail to make excuses for people, do you, Penny?
Well, I just think it's better to give the benefit of the doubt unless you know the facts.
Mm-hmm.
After all, who are we to judge other people? We're awfully imperfect ourselves.
No, I say Peg Morton carried her imperfections too far. She deserted her daughter. That's an unforgivable sin, Penny. In fact, it's a criminal offense.
Well, I won't pass judgment on her. For Julie's sake, I wish she hadn't done it, though. It may have a damaging effect on the child's whole life.
Yeah, I know that. And you still won't be critical of the girl's mother, huh?
I have to know her reasons first.
Hey,
and then
Penny, Dora says it's time for lunch.
Oh, thanks, Freddie. We'll be right in. Oh, go to the front door, will you, and call Julie?
Yeah, sure. Right away.
You staying for lunch?
Well, Jed asked me to because we have some work to do this afternoon.
Oh, I see. Jed asked you to, but you want me to make the invitation official, is that it?
Well, will you?
Well, all right, you're invited officially.
Right.
But you'll have to take what's put in front of you. Nora wasn't expecting company.
Now, look here. Am I still considered company around here after all these years?
No, it's just that we like to show you some respect once in a while.
Oh, go on.
Go on. Let's go in the house.
No, wait a minute. Let me be a gentleman for a change and open the door for you.
Well, thank you very much.
To you.
Thank you.
I smell something good.
Yeah, it does smell good. Oh, golly, we're well fed in this house since Nora took charge in the kitchen.
Well, I don't think it was bad eating around here when you were chief cook and bottle washer.
Yeah, it's just that you were easy to please.
Hey, Penny.
Oh, yes, Freddie.
Freddie, sounds as if something's wrong.
Penny, Julie's dolls are out in the front yard under the umbrella tree, but Julie isn't there.
Well, she was there a minute ago.
Yeah, a minute ago isn't now. She's not there.
Well, maybe she came in the house, huh?
No, I don't think she did. I might have seen her if she had. I was in here in the living room.
Oh, well, she may be out back. What do you think about that? I'll go look. Julie? Julie, you out there?
I think you're yelling at an empty yard, Penny. I don't think there's anybody out there.
Julie, it's time for lunch.
She wouldn't have gone out of the yard, would she?
I don't know.
Oh, she's never gone out of the yard before.
Well, look, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll run next door. She might have wandered over there or gone down the street.
Yeah, why don't you do that, Johnny? We've got to find her.
Well, don't worry, Penny. She hasn't had time to go far.
Oh, Freddie. What do you suppose has happened to her?
I don't know, Gibbsy. I asked Mr. B if he saw her come in the house. He said no. And I asked Nora, and she hasn't seen her either.
Let's go out front and see if we can find her.
Oh, okay, come on.
Freddie.
Hmm?
You're sure she wasn't hiding in the bushes or behind one of the trees?
No. I went out in the yard. I looked all over. I even yelled for her. No Julie anywhere.
Well, it's possible that she crawled under the porch.
Nah, I thought of that too, Gibbsy. She wasn't there. Hey, you see? Out there under the umbrella tree, there's her dolls.
Oh, Freddie, this isn't like Julie. I don't understand it. She must have gone down the street.
Well, look, I'll run across to Mrs. Ross's. I'll ask if they saw her
No,
there.
that'd be a waste of time. Why don't you take the car and drive around the block?
Okay.
She might have wandered off, but I don't think she crossed the street.
Well, I'll search a couple blocks just to make sure.
All right, but hurry, will you?
Yeah, sure. Don't you worry about it, though, Penny. We'll find her out.
Yeah, you have to, Freddie. Oh, there's a telephone. Maybe that's one of the neighbors calling about it.
Well, I'll take a spin around the block just...
Yeah, okay, fine. Hello.
Hello, Penny. This is Johnny.
Well, did you find her?
No, they haven't seen her here either.
Well, where are you?
Next door, Mrs. Harding from down the street just came in, and she says she hasn't seen her either.
Well, Johnny, then where is she?
I don't know, Penny, but we'd both better begin calling all over the neighborhood. They're letting me use the phone over here. You call from there, and that way we can make twice as many calls.
All right. Oh, Johnny, what do you suppose has happened?
I don't know.
Yeah, but what happens if we don't find her?
Now, we'll find her. Don't worry. She's only a little girl, and she hasn't been gone long.
Yeah, but she's such a little girl. That's what worries me. Johnny, I hurt her feelings this morning. I hurt them. If anything's happened to her, it'll be my fault.
Now, you just start making those phone calls, Penny, and we'll have her back in no time. Is Freddie looking for her, too?
Yeah, he took the car.
Good. Now, we'll find her then. But if we don't find her within an hour, Penny, I'm calling the police.
Oh, Johnny, that can't be. No, that just can't be.
How serious is little Julie Martin's disappearance? Has she wandered off by herself? Or has something more terrible happened to her? Be sure to listen to the next dramatic episode of Hearts in Harmony. KCB. KCB. KCB means Kroger cut beef, and Kroger cut beef means more meat for your money. Yes, Kroger cut beef gives you more meat, less waste. That's because before the meat is weighed and priced, the Kroger method of cutting beef removes excess bone, excess waste, and stringy ends. You get more meat, less waste in Kroger cut beef. It's top U.S. government grades of beef, tender, juicy, rich red, and marbled with just the right amount of flavory fat. So visit your neighborhood Kroger store and buy your favorite cut of beef. If you can get a Kroger cut sirloin steak, you'll notice that before the steak is weighed and priced, the Kroger method of cutting beef removes the stringy end, the waste, and the excess bone. Remember, whether you buy a steak or a roast, Kroger cut beef gives you more meat for your money. But remember, ladies, you can buy a Kroger cut steak or roast only at Kroger stores. Make up your mind right now to visit your neighborhood Kroger store without delay. Your Kroger meat man has just the cut of beef you want. It's delicious and juicy. It's top-grade beef that will thrill your family. Make it a rule to buy Kroger cut beef and get more meat, less waste, which means you get more meat for your money at your Kroger store. Listen again tomorrow, same time, same station, for another exciting transcribed chapter of Hearts in Harmony.